today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake. Gunter. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
First and goal at the 1. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him. Off
play action. Gunter. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Looking to throw. Gunter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw over the middle, taken in. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake. Gunter. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Back to throw. Gunter. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that... And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Gunter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Gunter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gunter. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now Burrow on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run on the draw. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They overlook Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. On 3rd down, Allen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Gunter. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's the Dallas offense now. onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Takes it at the 7.
So we're at halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Allen, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran at the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now comes the Cowboys punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Gunter. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Looking to throw on second down. Gunter. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Gunter on the move to his left. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on second down. Gunter. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
On first down, Nobles. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 48, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The play fake. Gunter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run on first down. It's Allen, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. Gunter. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers are closing in on a third. Straight victory to start the campaign. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think
after reviewing the play, the run on the field is reversed.
so. Take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Mike 51. Don't let him breathe.
Back to throw. Gunter toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Check three. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor now from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Burrow on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off play action. Gunter. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now they're in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Under pressure, they got him again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Gunter. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Gunter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 4th down, Gunter. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Third down, Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big offensive explosion.